Hey y'all, thank you for tuning in to Divine Feminine Tarot Tea. If you like what you see over here, please do not hesitate to like it, share it, subscribe it, hit the bell if you want to be here every time me and the T team are here making things happen. Because we over here making things happen just about every day. So, join us, okay? Won't you join us? Today somebody is wanting to know, this is what I'm getting in the collective. Somebody wants to know where the relationship is headed. It feels like it's a burning question type of energy. Somebody really wants to know, like, where is it headed? What's going on? So we're about to go ahead and look into this. Where is it headed? What is going on? I don't know, girl. But we're about to see. Okay. King of Cups. Somebody is dating someone that does have some Cancer energy. You don't have to make sure y'all can see. I got to make sure y'all straight. Somebody that does have quite a bit of Cancer energy. It may be moon energy. Okay, period. It may be moon energy. It may be sun energy. But there is a man in this that is in Cancer energy. Not only is he in Cancer energy, he is somebody that is very emotional, but he tries to steer clear of his emotions. He tries to not make it so clear that he is, what I say, Knight of Cups, very deeply in his emotions when it comes to you. Okay, he is very emotional when it comes to you. He has a lot of feelings and emotions to give you, but this masculine really tries to play his feelings down. It's very problematic. He likes to pretend he's not emotional, and he is. He's so emotional that he deals with depression and things as a result of his emotions and his attachments to the feminine in his life. But he really likes to pretend that's not the case. He likes to turn his back on that. He doesn't even really like to talk too much about that. This is just the type of man that he is. Okay. He's also a man that, in spite of this man's inability to deal with his emotions, we do see you two going into soulmate energy. What you should know about pursuing a soulmate relationship with this gentleman, what you need to know is that he's controlling, or at least he tries to be. He's very adamant about being the dominant energy in this relationship, okay? He's very serious about this. He's very adamant about it. And it's just kind of what makes sense to him to kind of be in that energy. He kind of doesn't know any other way to be in it, partly because this man finds you intimidating. Okay? I think y'all catching a glare. This man finds you intimidating, High Priestess energy. And that plays a big role in how he moves forward with you. Okay? It plays a big role. He's somebody that is, he's a fool for you. Okay? We see this fool coming in, but even though he's leaping off into making new plans about you, you got to keep in mind that this is a masculine that has a very difficult time expressing his emotions. So it slows things down. Wherever this relationship is going, it's going to go slow, because he has a very difficult time expressing himself. Emotionally, he just does, okay? We see the moon card coming into the building. We do see the moon card energy, okay? We see the moon card. In this moon card energy, this man sits back and he hangs and he kind of falls back and doesn't really show his emotions. He likes to hide his emotions because the moon and the Queen of Pentacles. This man hides his emotions because if he let his emotions out, he would give you everything. And he would not be able to be this dominant emperor that we see that's laying right up under this Queen of Pentacles. This man is actually more of a puppy dog. Cancer energy. Okay, through and through. That's the thing that he tries to hide. He doesn't want you to know that. Okay, he doesn't want you to know that he literally would give you the world. We see this Ten of Cups energy come through. This man would give you anything you want. He doesn't want to be seen like that, okay? Four of Swords energy. He doesn't want to be seen like that. It stresses him out to even be thought of as being seen like that. However, something has occurred with this masculine where he's in a place now where he's willing to kind of go ahead and be a little more subdued. We see that Four of Swords energy. And that brings to us a shift, okay? Something has shifted and changed in this relationship. This man is no longer able to be as free and as dominant as he wants to be. Eight of Swords and Eight of Wands, okay? There are some major changes and he's not able to get out of them. Obviously, we know with the 8, we see affinity energy and we see abundance energy. There are some things going on in this man's life that he is not able to get out of at this particular time. He is trying to sneak away from being the puppy, okay? But this man is now being confronted with his feelings about you because there are some things that have changed and he's not able to ignore these changes. Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands. And he's going to have to admit some things to himself and communicate some things to himself. Eight of Wands again. Sneaking away from you is gradually going to be less and less of an option. And not you, but his feelings for you. He spent a lot of time trying not to be open and honest with himself. It's not even you. With himself about his feelings for you. And it's coming to a place where that is no longer going to work. Okay, that's played out. That's over. He's not really going to be able to do that anymore at this point. He's really coming to a close as far as that part of y'all's relationship goes. His ego... Okay, we see this King of Wands energy. He's going to try to balance things out by showing you his ego. Still, not really. This man, listen, let me make it plain. What we're seeing here, the repetitiveness of this. This man is going to try every damn thing he can under the sun to not come through and be real with you about his feelings. He's going to try everything. He's going to try everything. He really is. He's in that type of energy. He's going to try it all. Okay? He's going to try it all. Like, what all can I do to keep you from really seeing me for who I really am? Six of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. This man is going to try to give you a little bit of his emotions. And that's because, again, we see this. We got to keep this Eight of Swords in mind. He's getting to a place where it's becoming increasingly difficult for him to not be real with you about what he feels. So we see him in Six of Pentacles. He's giving you a little bit, you know, but he's still running away from really focusing and giving you what you deserve. This man is emotionally, I won't even say he's immature. This man is emotionally, he just doesn't have any emotional bandwidth. He doesn't even know how to do this. He doesn't even know how he would open up and tell you what he's feeling. He doesn't even know how he would do this. It's not something he has much experience with. Page of Pentacles, with really making an offering of his emotions. He is very young in that area. He just does not really know anything about it. And it hurts him even because actually he knows that if he could present his emotions to you, he would get more from you. He would get more out of you. He just don't know how to do that. Okay? He just doesn't know how. One thing you don't know is that this man wishes you would nurture him and understand the fact that he doesn't know how to tell you what he's feeling. He really does. He wishes that you would just understand. How are you supposed to understand? You don't even know what he's feeling, but this is his wish. He wishes that you would just be understanding. He wishes that you would love him in spite of the fact that he doesn't know how to do this. He doesn't know what he's doing. He has no experience in this area. However, with you being in divine feminine energy, okay, and really being a woman that's a matriarchal energy, Ten of Pentacles, that's all about legacy on the bottom of the deck. With you being this type of woman, you're not somebody that has a lot of patience for what it is that he's dealing with, because you got to understand, you're at a matriarch level. That means you're ready to nurture and care for him, children, grandbabies, cats, dogs, plants, whatever it takes. And here he is not even able to be at the base level in his development of just saying, hey, I really love you. I would do anything for you. So he's trying to play tough. He's trying to play like he doesn't care. And you're just like, listen, okay? Four of Wands energy. That's where you at. You like, look, get down or lay down. Four of Wands. I have no interest in sitting around pussyfooting with you. I just don't even know how I would do that, okay? Six of Wands. So this man's pride, gets in the way a lot, and you're just not interested in that. You're like, this is where I am. This is what I'm able to do. I'm able to show up for you. You need to be able to show up for me. You're not interested in all this that he talking about. You know, his strength and his pride, and he gonna stand his ground and hold up commitment to Hierophant. He's standing his ground. I ain't gonna just run out here and commit. I got to, you know, go through this and that. And then we see this hermit. He's sitting alone. He's upset with himself that he can't carry this stuff through. But on the outside, he stays in pride. He's not admitting to you that he's hurt, that he actually doesn't even know how to give you what you want. He's just sitting back, doing a lot of pretending and a lot of game playing. Nobody got time for that. He's also stuck in his head, 7 of Cups, okay? And in his head, his love for you runneth over. He would give it all to you. We just keep seeing this. However, he's holding it back. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. He's holding it back and kind of keeping you out of his thoughts. You're not sure what he feels. He's playing real aloof, King of Swords. Baby, ain't nobody got time for that. Let me just say that right out the gate. Ain't nobody got time for it. Okay, this man he's horribly emotionally underdeveloped, okay? And the thing is, we see the Founder card coming through. This man is actually the one that initiated this relationship, okay? He's the one that initiated it, okay? But now you're finding out that he has a serious issue with his own self-worth, okay? He has an issue with his self-worth. We see the Merchant. He has an issue with his self-worth. He doesn't even think he's that valuable. That's part of the problem. Okay, the Alchemist, he doesn't even know how to alchemize his energy. You know, these feelings are making him feel weak, and he doesn't know how to take those feelings of weakness and alchemize them into something else. How to make himself feel strong, how to make himself feel like a man. He doesn't know how to be a man. I'm not finna keep lying to y'all. He just don't. He has not a clue. Okay, he really don't. He really does not. And he's expecting you to kind of coddle him through this. Okay, we see the Poet, relationships and vulnerability. This is what he wants you to coddle him through. Vulnerability, he don't know how to give you that. Okay, this man wants you to act in musician energy we see here, where you're just sitting back saying, I'm just so grateful for what he did give. Okay, we see inspiration and gratitude on this card. This is what he wants. He wants you to accept the bare minimum from him in terms of his emotional bandwidth. He really wants you to accept the bare minimum, sis, because he wants you to feel sorry for him. You know, I don't know what to say. She needs to just go ahead and accept me for me. And the truth is, he's not really trying. And you're so far out in front of him emotionally, this is creating a real problem. This is the story this man is telling himself, though. This man tells himself that you're not understanding, you're misunderstanding him. Okay? And because this man has gambled with you in terms of saying, oh, I'll hold back my feelings and hopefully she'll eventually get it or understand, this man has lost you. He's had a lot of... It's like he has a storyline about this relationship going on in his head that really does not have anything to do with you. Okay? And not so much that he has lost you, but you have pulled back. You're not giving as much because you're like, listen, you're going to have to give. Okay? The Enchanter, deception, trickery. This man has tried to do things to coax you into babying him, to trick you into babying him. Oh, I'm so pitiful. You know, my mom, she wasn't there. Like he's done all that. He's done all that. And you have really evaluated him because you're a lady that's in divine energy. We literally see the diviner here. He can't fool you. You have evaluated him for what he is, and you see like he just not ready to be real. Like, go ahead and give me what you know I deserve. The Pilgrim, okay, opportunities and growth. There is opportunity left in this relationship, okay? This is not all, is not lost. Though this man is sitting back crying at the window, okay? I just need you to, you know, he's doing all that. But all is not lost, okay? The Assassin, okay? Ruthless conviction. Listen, sis, you need to go off on this man. Now, don't listen. The card said it. You saw it. It's not me. It's not me this time anyway. You need to go off on this man. Just set him straight. Cut it to him straight. I'm not finna sit up here with you and deal with you whining about it. You don't understand. I don't know how. I'm not doing any of that with you. If you want to be with me, you are going to have to speak up and speak out and be honest and be real with yourself and with me. And you're going to have to make moves. Okay, that's all there is to that. That's all. That's all. The orator, okay? Communication, confidence. I just told you. It can't get no clearer. Didn't I just say that? You're going to have to go off on him, sis. You're going to have to set him straight, because if you don't, he's going to continue to sit back with this whining. We don't have time for the whine. We really don't. We don't have time for that. He needs to get, you're going to have to show up. You're going to have to speak your feelings. You're not going to be able to continue to lay on, oh, you know, don't you realize, don't you see what I feel, and I'm hurting, and you're going to have to get him out of all that, okay? The brawler, lack of empathy and confrontation. This is literally what I just said. Don't feel sorry for him. Don't fall into it. He's going to try to make you, but you don't understand. Don't get into that. Champion, let him know I'm a winner, baby. If you want to be with me, there's a protocol, and I'm just not going to keep sitting here with you while you hide and wallow in emotional sympathy for yourself and empathy for yourself. I don't know what to say. Let him know I'm not going to do that. Okay, the botanist, parenthood and legacy. You need to keep that in mind, because this man will treat his children the same way that he's treating you right now, which is where he's struggling to communicate, and it's off-putting, is severing to the relationship, is frustrating, and you will find yourself having to constantly, you know, set him straight about how he's not showing up for the kids. He's not saying this and that for the kids. You're not being there. This will become an ongoing thing. Okay, it will become an ongoing thing. And that's what you don't want. Okay, to get into, and keep in mind, there actually is legacy and family energy on this relationship. It could go that far. But before it gets there, you're going to have to make sure this man understands that just trying to sit back and boss you around and thinking that you're going to understand because I don't know how to tell you I love you, we're not going to do that. You have to get that off him, okay? It's not, nobody's sitting around here for that. Nobody's hanging out for that. Spirituality and religion. It's not a bad idea to pray about this again, because you want to get this under control before a child manifests. We literally see a spirit baby here, okay? So we know that there is a spirit, and I say that because we see spirituality and child. Excuse me, y'all. We literally see a spirit baby here. You want to straighten this out before that happens. You want to make sure that he's in a community mindset. And by that, we know what we mean. This man is very selfish. He will sit in the middle of a family and be selfish. Okay? You're in matriarch energy. You understand that it's a family mindset that is needed. He is still the selfish, oh my God, my heart, my soul, and my feelings. You have to get that off of him, and he will be problematic in a family because he is too self-centered. And he would try to make the whole family, in true narcissist energy, feel sorry for him. Pray for me. Look at this main male. Pray for me. I'm the center of attention. Oh my God. You got to get that off. This man will sit there and there'll be real children in the household, and he's sitting there still trying to be the primary child in the relationship, okay? This man needs to do the work. I really get that he wants to be there. He does love you. It's not that kind of thing. This is really something that he deals with. This is a real thing that he struggles with, is finding a level of not even just maturity, because it's not really a maturity. It's a lack of wisdom that he's dealing with, and he needs to find that. He needs to shift into a mature energy, okay? We see leaving or travel and lovers. If he wants to be able to maintain you as a spouse, as a companion, as a girlfriend, as a friend, he's going to have to get his head out of his own arse. And that's just the bottom line, okay? He's going to have to be able to do that. He's going to have to be able to do that. Or he will find himself on his own. We see orphan, and he will find himself in total discord with you. We see this male and female, they have their backs to each other. Okay, this will be a detriment to him. It will cost him his family. Okay, it will cost him a potential spouse in you. Okay, That's just the bottom line. Romantic feelings. Do not ever doubt this man's feelings for you because they're very real. Okay? This man may have an ex in his life that he needs to release. That's a big part of it. Somebody hurt this man when he did open up as a young man. And he just has not quite healed from that. He has not quite recouped from that. He is still hanging on to, I remember how I was treated. You know what I'm saying? He's still hanging on to that. Somebody in his past that it seems like they may have been a karmic energy that was pretty ruthless with his heart. And he's just never let that go. He's never let that go. Okay? And this relationship, if this man steps into night energy and he becomes a man that is respectable, courageous, protective, this relationship very well makes it to the courthouse. Okay, it can make the transition necessary and to get to marriage, but that transition will have to happen. Okay, this man also needs to get his finances together. We see wealthy man, but it's also spiritual wealth that he needs to seek after on his journey. We see journey. It will be a journey. Okay, and it will be a journey that will lead to passion for y'all. We see passion coming through, but he does need to go ahead and take those necessary steps, okay, to express his love. We literally see express your love. Okay, go ahead and make a romantic gesture. That's what he struggles with, making the romantic gestures. But the part that's so frustrating is that he thinks of these things. Okay, it's not like he's not a guy that doesn't think of these things and say, oh, I should do this, I should do that. He's struggling to do those things, and that's the problem. He has to come into his divine masculine and understand that in order for him to maintain a relationship with a divine feminine, he is going to have to get really real really fast, okay? And that's where this relationship is going. You're going to have to give him basically an ultimatum, like you're going to have to grow up or this will continue. If you have enjoyed this Divine Feminine Tarot Tea, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, okay? Hit the bell. If you want to be here every time me and the Tea Team are here, get it in, okay? And as always, I will catch y'all in the next one.